It's story time. Close your eyes, unless you're driving. Anyway, picture this. The bass is hitting you in the chest. You know the sound when it's like you know, the really low one. It's hitting you in the chest, right? It's thumping the crowd. It's electric, and the neon lights paint the sky over Belgium. Where the heck are you? You're at Tomorrowland, one of the world's most iconic music festivals. I personally wouldn't know, so I'm imagining with you actually. I've never been to a music festival because of religious grounds. Anyway, thousands of people are dancing to the rhythm. They're slaves to the rhythm, as Michael McIntyre would say, right? You know, they're lost in the music. I hear that it's a really amazing atmosphere to be in. I probably wouldn't like it, but those who actually want it, they vibe with it. You know, they probably enjoy it. All of a sudden, Belgian federal police move through, cut through the crowd with surgical precision. They're not looking for drug dealers or troublemakers or ne'er do wells. They're hunting for two Israeli soldiers in Belgium. They're off duty. They're not on the job, obviously, wearing their uniforms and their diapers and everything. This wasn't a random police operation. And this isn't just a made up story, you see. It happened on Friday and Saturday last week. Is it last week? Yes, because yeah, last week, but only a few days ago. As these soldiers, these IDF soldiers, enjoyed the festival atmosphere. They were enjoying themselves, right? While they were there, legal complaints were being slid across the right desks, being filed against these two soldiers by the Hind Rajab Foundation. Nothing, honestly, nothing hits like smooth Asda orange juice, for me at least. Now, these weren't any ordinary complaints by the Hind Rajab Foundation. These were war crimes allegations related to Gaza. You see, the foundation is named after a 6-year-old Palestinian girl who was killed by Israeli fire while fleeing Gaza City sometime during the last 2 years with her family. She's 6, obviously, so she's not in the driver's seat. Her whole family was shot to death, riddled with bullets, was their car, and she somehow managed to phone emergency services. Emergency services spoke to her on the phone, reassuring her, calming her down. She was crying, saying, "My whole family is around me and they don't look very well." Before the line cut off, and she herself was also killed by the Israeli Defense Forces, as widely sourced, as widely referenced by mainstream media outlets, even just a year or so back. That recording to emergency services that was leaked. You can now find it online. Hind Rajab. So for the first time in history, anyway, this is the foundation that basically targets Israeli soldiers as they sort of frolic freely across the world, especially the Western world, and targets them and then reaches out to government or local services and says, "Excuse me, you have a person who potentially committed war crimes frolicking about in your country. You may want to take a look." Now, for the first time in history, Belgium used its new universal jurisdiction law that came into effect about this time last year, 2024. This law allows Belgian courts to investigate alleged violations abroad if they fall under international treaties Belgium has signed. And Belgium has signed the Geneva Conventions, meaning what this means is if someone commits a war crime somewhere, anywhere on earth, and then they rock up to Belgium. The Belgium police forces can rock up to their presence and arrest them or question them and take things further if needed. The crime does not have to be committed in Belgium. Interesting law. The police, therefore, located these two men after the Hind Rajab Foundation told them that these men are in your festival, located them, arrested them, or took them into custody for questioning, and they later got released. But here's what makes this moment historic. It represents a fundamental shift, you see, in how international justice operates. For decades, alleged war criminals could travel freely, attend music festivals, live their best lives, without consequence. Those days might be ending. The Hind Rajab Foundation has filed dozens, right, of complaints over at least 10 countries, building a global network of accountability that follows soldiers wherever they go, like a shadow of their past crimes. They use geolocation and social media posts posted by the individuals themselves, because this is the sort of Israeli culture. They're posting, exploding, pressing buttons and detonating homes and apartment blocks. I think loads of Israeli soldiers. It was the talk of the town, as it were. The Israelis of um, videoing themselves blowing up apartment blocks and saying, this one's for you, wife, or picking out a family member or a girlfriend and saying, this one's for you, and blowing. It was dystopian, right? The hospitals, universities, everything's fair game, because it's all connected apparently to the H group operating in the Palestinian territories. That makes it all fine. There's a bunker under each of them, a command center. Anyway, so the Hind Rajab Foundation uses geolocation and the social media posts from the soldiers themselves to track down the individuals they believe committed war crimes and then report on them. Now, this isn't just about two men at a music festival. Oh no. This is about a new geopolitical reality where the reach of justice extends beyond borders, where criminals can't simply escape to enjoy life while their alleged victims suffer. Perhaps they no longer can escape justice. The age of impunity for the Israeli soldiers, at least, is slowly crumbling. One arrest, one taken into custody, one questioning session at a time. These men were questioned and then later, yes, released back into the wild, as it were. Feel free to commit more crimes. But this is the first trickle. Don't just look at, oh, they were just released, Muffle. So what are you on about? What are you chatting for? What are you chatting? Why are you coping so hard, as some people say? I'm not coping. I'm analyzing and I'm looking at the future, whereas some people are a bit more short sighted. That's what it is. This is the first trickle. You see, a flood, every flood begins with a humble trickle. Today, it's a couple of Israeli soldiers uh, detained by Belgian police and then released. Tomorrow, it may be Nuremberg style trials, and there's no place on earth you can avoid the law or hide from justice. You, if you have committed war crimes in historic Palestine as part of the IDF, there may come a day when no nation is a safe haven for criminals. No stone or tree even would give you refuge, give refuge to a criminal hiding behind it, figuratively speaking. Justice is what the people ask for from the Hind Rajab Foundation. Not retribution, not blind revenge against the civilians of the other side. You massacred, you attacked us, we attack your civilians. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Soldiers who did unspeakable things to the civilians in Gaza. It is they who, perhaps when the dust settles on this crisis in Gaza, it is they, the soldiers, who will have to spend the rest of their lives looking over their shoulder, fearing if and when their sins will finally catch up to them. For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, I'm Mahfouz. It's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you on the next one.